Hey there, I'm Rob Hatch, and this is Simple Decisions. Checklists. I know it seems absolutely obvious to state that a checklist is a powerful tool, but so often we overlook this very simple form of staying focused and getting everything that we need to do done very, very quickly and efficiently. Uh, there are a couple of instances where checklists are vitally important, right? A pilot, if a pilot is going through their uh, pre-flight routine and they don't follow a checklist, they are likely to skip a step, and that could be, not a very great thing, right? If you're in surgery, there are pre-operation checklists that have been proven to be more effective, uh, saving lives, cutting down on medical malpractice issues, infections, reducing all sorts of things, making sure that the right leg, the correct leg, is being operated on, for example. Going through those pre operational checklists are extremely important, and this is covered extensively in the book, The Checklist Manifesto by Atul Gawande. It's a great book, by the way, but one of the most common everyday examples of where a checklist proves itself to be tremendously effective is actually in a grocery store, right? We often go into a grocery store saying, oh, we need to pick up a couple of things. We don't really have a checklist. It might be a handful of things. And then we end up either because we're hungry or we get reminded of something on our way through and we grab this and we grab that. But it's been shown that if you prepare a full checklist before you go to the store, you end up, one, saving time, but also saving money and ensuring that you don't forget the things that you set out to get in the first place. But I sometimes will go in there with, kind of a few items that I think that I want, and I end up buying 20. And that's a case where it's costing me more money. Maybe I need them, maybe I don't. Maybe I'm responding impulsively to an idea or, something that I decide that I want versus what I need. The idea is that if we prepare a checklist before we enter a situation, if we have a set of decisions that have already been made, we're less likely to forget that, one of those important steps. This is one of the reasons we use action stacks. I use action stacks all the time in my business because there are certain things that have to happen in a predetermined order. And so I will use that action stack to walk me through and make sure I don't miss a step. Additionally, it's very much like deciding before you have to. So in the situation such as going into the grocery store, we have already decided what it is that we need. Maybe we've decided this is our grocery budget for whatever reason. But so having that checklist increases the likelihood that we'll stick to the list and that we will stay within the budget that we set because that's what we set. So using a checklist is incredibly powerful and saves you not only time but saves you money and keeps you on track. I know it seems almost silly to talk about the power of the checklist, but I can't recommend it enough. It is definitely a part of how to decide before you have to, so that when you enter a situation, you're not suddenly succumbed by you don't suddenly succumb to the emotional decisions of feeling hungry or whatever the situation may be. If you have this checklist, you stick to your plan. I'm Rob Hatch, and this is Simple Decisions.